Good morning guys, and thank you for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day. As a vegan, doing my best to follow this living world plan as a normal person. If you're new here, my name's Leanne, hello, and thank you for coming to my channel. And if you're coming back, as always, thank you ever so much for doing so. Today is Monday, it's Bank Holiday Monday. That is the, 3rd of May? So, yeah, just another day at home. It's pretty manky weather outside, but that's fine by me because I love bad weather. Okay, so for breakfast today I'm having one of my yogurt and fruit bowls, and basically I've just got some strawberries, blueberries and banana, which I'm going to chop up, and I'm going to pop them on top of half a pot of this Alpro Greek style plain yogurt. I like to use half a pot just because that's the right amount for me, which is 200 grams, and that works out on Slimming World as 1 syn for the 200 grams. To weigh out my yogurt or any item, I just pop it on the scales, zero them, and then just spoon it out. This yogurt is really nice because it's set. I'm kind of ruining it by mixing it up, but I just don't like not mixing yogurt. So it makes it look lumpy, but it's honestly the most delicious vegan yogurt. I promise you, you'll like it. Well, you know, if you like yogurt. So 200 grams. I always do it slightly under because there's a little bit on the spoon. Next up, we've got the really fun part, which is the topping. And this is going to be a few syns, but I really like to use my syns on this, and I'm saving my healthy extra bee choice for later. So I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of Meridian almond butter. This is going to be 4.5 syns. Nut butters tend to vary in their syns, so do check on the app how much it is for the brand that you've got. And then I'm also going to mix that with, oh, shall I do this? Oh no, oh god, there we go. A tablespoon of maple syrup, which is 2 syns. So my topping is 6.5 syns. My yogurt is 1 syn, so the whole bowl is 7.5 syns in total. But I just like to, I say like to, I mean it's really the only way to do it. But you just take your tablespoon. I mixed this one up the other day, so it's fairly good, but you may want to mix your nut butter a bit first. And then you just take your tablespoon, pop it in a smaller pot along with the maple syrup and mix them together well, and you'll get a lovely sauce. I'm not sure how well you can see, but this is now really nice and pourable, I suppose is the word. So therefore, I just like to pour it beautifully on top of my fruit and yogurt. And that, my friends, is it. Yes, it's 7.5 syns, but it's healthy, it's absolutely delicious. My bird appears to have fallen off her perch, which is why she's shouting. So I'd better go and rescue her. And then I will enjoy my breakfast. Boom. Nutty, fruity yogurt bowl. Of course, I've also made myself my usual coffee, and in that I have 100 ml of Alpro Almond Barista for 1 syn, so in total I'm on 8.5 so far today. Well, hopefully you can see that I am sat in the car and it is peeing down. Look where I am, Costa. I came up to Quedgley, which is like the nearest big Tesco to me. It's about a 20-minute drive, but I've only had the 1 coffee today. I thought, you know what, it's a horrible day. I'm going to treat myself to a Costa on the way home. This is like a drive-through, so I'm just sat in the queue at the moment, and it's taking forever, so I'm now somewhat regretting my decision. But I am going to have a almond flat white, or should I have a coconut flat white? Ooh, I don't know which one to have. I do like the almond one there. I'll probably have an almond flat white. I mean, it's essentially the same as the coffee I make myself, but it's so much better when you buy it.
Oh, I'd really love an espresso machine. I think that would like make my life. Although I'd always be like, woo. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna have an almond flat white, which is 3.5 syns. So that's gonna put me on 12 syns today. And, oh, the queue's moved just an inch. Right, cool. Anyway, hey guys, so excuse me, after all that I had a change of plan because there was some new additions on the drive-through menu, and they are latte plus. So they had they're all vegan. I've got to try and remember what they were so I can tell you. One was, I think, hazelnut and it had added protein. One was oat and it had added something else that I've forgotten. And the one that I got was coconut with added B12 and zinc, which I thought was a really nice idea. Sorry, it's vanilla coconut with added B12 and zinc. So I've got one of those. This is it here, looking terribly exciting. They don't do it in a large, it's a medium. I totally would have had a large, but you know, that's fine. As it turns out, that's probably a good thing because I just looked it up on the app, and for a medium coconut latte, it's 7 syns. So, I mean, they don't have these new ones on there, but I mean, is it going to be any different to that? I can't imagine that B12 and zinc are any syns. So yeah, 7 syns I'll call it. So what does that put me on now? That puts me on 16 for the day. I've only got 9 left, guys. It's fine. We'll work it out. Hey guys, it is 7:30 right now. When I had my breakfast earlier, my what am I trying to say? Fruit and yogurt-y thing. It was actually just gone 12. So to be honest, whilst I was planning to at least have maybe a light lunch, I just haven't. So obviously I had my coffee. I think that sort of filled me up because that was at like 4 o'clock. But yeah, I'm actually really hungry now, but you know, true to form, I'm gonna do something for dinner that will take a little while, because why not when you're hungry? Anyway, I obviously went shopping this afternoon. That was why I stopped on Costa on the way back, and I got some new things, but the thing I'm gonna have for my dinner today is these amazing avo and chickpea burgers by Wicked Kitchen. They're 4.5 syns each, so that's 9 syns, and that leaves like half a syn spare, which I'm not going to be using, am I, for anything. So yes, I'm going to have that. I've got some little baby potatoes, so I'm going to roast them at the same time as the burgers, and then I'll just have some steamed veg with it, which to me just seems like a perfect... I keep thinking it's Sunday. It's got such a Sunday feel to it today because it's really like rainy and gloomy outside and really windy. But yeah, it's not Sunday, but Sunday vibes. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing for dinner. Very simple, very delicious. I just totally lied, didn't I? Because of course I'm going to use half a syn. I'm going to use 5 sprays of olive oil on my potatoes. So that puts me on exactly 25. So when I talk about the olive oil spray, this is the one I use. It is literally just olive oil in a spray bottle, and it's half a syn for 5 sprays. Yes, I could use Fry Light, but this is nicer and, you know, healthy fats. All right, here's my tray that's going in. I did the potatoes before I put the burgers in there, and then obviously I have creatively arranged it. The burgers are quite loose, maybe is the word. And in fact, I have a funny feeling that they might stick to this tray, but hey ho, we'll find that out later. And then as you can see, I've also coated my little potato pieces in some seasoning, and that seasoning is pretty much my favourite all-time seasoning, or one of many, because I say that about so many, but this one is particularly brilliant. It's sage, onion and garlic seasoning by Wicked Kitchen. I tell you what, they are on form at the moment with the amount of stuff they're bringing out. I'll show you something else in a minute that I bought of theirs, which I'm not having tonight, but I'll show you for interest. Anyway, yes, so I've sprinkled some of that on, and I've got my 2 burgers there, which is 9 syns, plus my 5 sprays of oil, which is half syns, so that's 9.5 syns, and that puts me exactly on 25 syns for the day. So for interest's sake, while that other stuff is in the oven. I'll just show you a couple of other new bits that I got today, which I'm going to be excited to try in the coming weeks. So obviously some new Wicked Kitchen products. So the first one, which I've been wanting to try for ages and just haven't, is the Banyan Beetroot Tikka kit. Dreamy tikka masala with a rich coconut, tomato sauce and fragrant spice blend, and it's got beetroot powder in there, I believe. So yeah, it's actually in the app, this one, and it's 9 syns, so that's actually not too bad for like a sort of curry, like a pre-made curry thing. Like, I'm okay with that. The other one I got, which I'm a bit scared of, but I really wanted to try, is this Vindaloo Vibe Kit. Fiery Goan inspired Vindaloo with purple carrot, tamarind and a sweet and spicy hit. Now, I was gonna, this isn't in the app. I will try and work it out when I actually go to eat it, but I looked at the nutritional values of both of these. And if you look, you can see that the beetroot one is a similar amount of calories, but it does have a little bit more fat in there than the Vindaloo Vibe one. So I figured it's going to be some less syns. So I just put a little sticky on there saying maybe 6 or 7, and that will remind me to try and calculate it when I come to use it. So there you go. Those are just for interest's sake. And then the other thing, which I've been looking out for, didn't notice and nearly walked by today, is the new Wicked Kitchen Mayonnaises. Unfortunately, like, oh my god, they were like basically all gone. There was like 3 left and I had them. So they have 3 flavors, which is garlic with caramelized onion. Now, I didn't get one of them because they didn't have any left, so that was annoying because I would have liked that one. They have this piri piri one, that's in the app at 3.5 syns per tablespoon. And they have this Mayonnaises vegan mayo, which is 4.5 per tablespoon. And that was one I was quite excited about trying because that's blatantly going to be really smoky and salty, which is essentially my 2 favourite flavours. So yeah, I'm not, as I said, obviously not using them today, but they are there for future enjoyment. So just so you know, they are out there. Okay, so the burgers did stick to the pan, but I've managed to pry them off. They're not too bad, but they, yeah, they probably would be better grilled like it says in the instructions. The veggies I just steamed in a saucepan, and obviously I've got my little roast potatoes with herbs on. I did quite a lot of veg. I've got 1 leek, about half a head of broccoli and 1 courgette, just because I've not really had a lot of today. All I've had speed-wise is strawberries and blueberries, and you know, I normally eat quite a lot more veg than this, so yes, I've got a giant pile of veg for my dinner. So there we go. The only thing I had after my dinner was 2 cups of pucker nighttime tea, and that was everything. A very nice day of eating. Cheers guys, see you tomorrow, bye.